All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on this Thursday evening. There's one little area of some disturbed weather here. We'll call it tonight, winter weather advisory, northwest Montana. The dense fog advisory has been allowed to expire because the fog, for the most part, has expired up across the north central and eastern part of the state. There's some precipitation moving east on Interstate 90, and some of this light precipitation in the form of some snow and some ice may work its way up around Whitefish and Kalispell and Libby and Troy through the overnight. But a lot of this moisture, Washington and Oregon, more moisture than California. California's got a little break right now, and notice everything going from the south to the north. South flow, broad south flow will set up across a lot of the west and most of Montana for tomorrow, and that will translate into some fairly warm temperatures here. A bit of a stormy day into the East Coast with one of those systems that came in from the Pacific now working its way into the Western Atlantic. So here's what will happen. Northwest Montana, it's not a ton of precipitation, a little rain in the lower elevations, a little snow and ice into the higher terrain here. And heading into tomorrow, Friday the 13th, things will be pretty mild. Some sunshine, especially early on, and we'll have some high, thin cirrus clouds coming in at times, plus a south wind, and a lot of us will see the 40s, if not the 50s, for highs tomorrow. Now, Friday night into Saturday morning, a little low pressure will cross the state here, and we may have a mix of precipitation, a little snow into the higher terrain, a mix of rain and snow around Helena. I think it'll be warm enough for just plain old rain again in Great Falls, but the north central part of the state, Choteau County up into Hill and Blaine counties, may have a little freezing rain Saturday morning. Remember those folks certainly up there remember the last couple of freezing rain events that we've had. So it's a broad southerly flow, little disturbance comes across Friday night into Saturday morning. Sunday, increasing cloud cover here, and we may have just a little light snow coming through parts of the state here on Monday for the holiday itself. Nothing really that terribly heavy, but maybe a 1 to even 2 or 3 inches, especially up into the higher terrain. Tuesday, that system moves on out. We'll have to watch maybe late Wednesday or Thursday for a front with some snow showers and some wind coming through. And I am seeing maybe a return to more typical January weather by the time we get into the following weekend here. A little more snow, a little colder temperatures, but there's the snow. And then as we get into Monday, again, maybe a little light accumulation through the center part of the state. Here's the forecast for tonight, staying above even 40 degrees in some areas like Choteau and Great Falls and Cascade. I was going to say freezing, but 40 degrees in some areas, not quite 40 in northeast Montana. Lewistown, Stanford staying above the freezing point, Helena dropping into the 20s. Here's the forecast for tomorrow, looking at mild conditions. I mean, 34 in Glasgow, that's even warm up there, but 42 in Helena, 54 for Great Falls and for Lewistown. There goes that little disturbance across the north central part of the state here Saturday morning that may provide a little freezing rain. Great Falls 7-day forecast, I think it's just rain Saturday morning. Northeast of town, though, it could be a little ice. And then for the holiday itself, we may have a little light snow for some of the state.